Alrighty. As we're coming into the end of the year here, it's a couple days away. I have just a general update on things that have happened lately. We managed to get back online a little bit, here and there. Mainly because, I don't think I related on Christmas Day. Starbucks was the only place that was open that day. So we had to get in there, get stuff done, and eventually got ran off by a certain crew member. I think I don't know if she's assistant manager or just thought she was, but she got a little snotty with us. I was disappointed because she's always been nice before, until just recently. Suddenly everything ended with, we're going to call the cops. I think, come on. Well, thing is, that day we didn't, we ended up spending like close to $50 in there, with the coffee and sandwiches and stuff, and keep going. So I really didn't take kindly to being run off like yesterday's garbage after spending, because we were probably their biggest spenders that day, because we were there all day again, ready, and we're doing stuff. We're charging the computers, getting our email done, and spending and getting. So no, that resulted in like a total of 3 complaints to the front, the Starbucks itself, corporate. Two of which involved a specific room, and unfortunately we caught her name, so it's like specifically her, named her by name. And result, we got $20 on our Starbucks card, so we got back out tonight, and she avoided eye contact and basically didn't say anything. So, because basically that kind of attitude, trying to run people, that is very counter to the whole point of Starbucks. And they say inclusivity and love, and then they're trying to drive people off. That's not being inclusive, okay? So, a warning to people. Okay, so, and also, one, if you're working for a place that's supposed to be welcoming and opening to all people, don't start getting snotty, and start driving away the riffraff,
And on the other side of things,
and also there's one girl there that has become one of our fans. Just us personally, not the YouTube, just personally, because we, from previously hanging out there. And she got us a couple of Christmas presents. So a thing of coffee blend and a steel travel mug for me. So, but yeah, and like I said, when it comes rolling down from corporate down through the district, the old thing, crap rolls downhill. It's gather speed. It's a 2-pronged thing. It's meant really to get your lower level of troops, and it's usually a military thing, to deal with at the lowest level possible. Talk to your supervisor. Don't go calling your congressman type of thing, because as it goes through the channels, by the time it gets back to your supervisor, all holy hell is broken loose. But that also is a threat to people who decide to go a little too crazy with their own personal authority, and someone decides to run up the flagpole, because when it does get back to you, guess what? It's going to land right on your pointy little head. So be careful how much you want to piss people off, under you, because they can easily go over your head, and then you get it from above you. Which brings us to our local McDonald's. Now, I'm not going to go specifying which one, but and I'm not going to name names here, but suffice it to say that there's one manager who's been giving us crap. And yesterday, we had just kind of sat down and got the computers put together. We were trying to figure out how to raise a little money to get something. He waltzes up. We're going to have to ask you to leave. Not even asking if we're going to order anything or anything, or we're going to have to just flat out. We need you to leave. Now that is so many different levels of wrong. Okay. Especially since the store manager herself has told us, as long as we're buying stuff, we're fine. And we had barely been, and also I'm kind of irritated because I just signed up on an Xfinity thing with a complimentary 1-hour pass. I got maybe 5-10 minutes done of it. So yeah, that's shot. Any more I got to pay, thank you very much. Well, tonight we decided, dip into our funds a bit, and we can cover a certain expense later, but actually paying customers tonight, so he didn't say crap to us tonight. But it finally just occurred to me that this guy, he's supposed to be a manager. He is the most junior manager, by the way, He was a crew member when we started hanging out over here. Every other manager there outranks him in seniority. So he really has no pull beyond just being a manager. He's generally there, shirt half untucked. Looks like a garbage bag walking around in there. All the crew are better dressed. He does not set a good example for the rest of his crew. And like I said, the shirt is half untucked. It's not like if it wasn't tucked in at all. I could excuse that because it is hot back in there in the grill and he's going around.
Not to mention if the...
But if it's half untucked, I mean, yeah, you tried at one point, but you sort of gave up and didn't bother any other time during the night to try and tuck it in and look decent, which means you don't give a crap, which tells the people under you you don't give a crap. And we basically, and then another little complaints to the front office, pointing out that, this is a follow-up on this guy we complained about the other day for throwing us out. The guy is a disgrace. He's representing your company looking like this. It's like, you need to, have a talk with him. Slap him back to crew for a while if you need to, or just send him packing, one of the two. The guy's an absolute disgrace. Besides being a jackass to get customers or whatever. So, moral lesson on that one. You come after me, you better have your crap together, or I will come after you and I will destroy you as best I can, okay? I mean, I'm generally a nice guy, but you come after me, you better have your own house together. Or I will wreak holy hell on you, okay?
And
So, happy birthday, happy holidays on that one there.
don't forget
Which one?
that manager over here.
Well, yeah, then the usual problems we got with the King Supers managers during the earlier hours. Some of the things we've learned in being in the situation over the past several months, some people just have an open hostility to someone who appears to be on the homeless side or just destitute. And it's like 9 times out of 10, we're not doing anything offensive. We're not getting in anybody's way. We're just kind of parked over in the corner trying to charge up our devices here. And suddenly we've had complaints. You need to move. You need to leave. That's it. And frankly, I'm getting irritated the hell out of that. That's why we're generally in here late at night when the night crew doesn't give a crap. They generally like us for the most part. Certain managers even bought us dinner, for God's sakes, okay?
Especially Ken.
Yeah, Kent, when one manager has bought us sodas, another manager, he's offered to buy us dinner. Because we're in a very bad point at that point. I was kind of holed up in the corner. I shouldn't have been trying to get things charged up. But, but very interesting. In fact, she made Employee of the Month. That should be a lesson, If you're nice to people, if you're being accountable, you get recognized for it. When you're a jackass, it's like, no one wants to recognize you. They want you to, please, just leave. Okay? So, and amongst other things, the phone here I'm using took a bit of a dump. I think it was just too many apps or whatever. So, but I finally just croaked over it. I had to hike 12 blocks up to the Boost mobile store to see if I bought replacement over. But another thing, a little note about the insurance thing about replacing. It would have been $50. We ain't got $50. We ain't got $5. Okay, at this point, but I had to just do a factory reset on it, which eventually that worked. Because the battery's also dead, so I had to have it plugged in, keep the cord, because the cord kept it coming undone. But I finally got a reset the thing, so I'm reinstalling a lot of stuff all over again, and discovering what stuff kind of hung around through the browser history, which is surprising and nice because it solved a few bits. Also found out BritBox has an app, so I can get that working. It'd be great. But during the times that we were over at McDonald's and didn't know about the complimentary Xfinity Pass, we got a lot of work done on cleaning up some notes on the concordance and get rid of a lot of duplicate stuff. So that's coming along nicely. And I think over the weekend I might go ahead and get back on that review of Pilgrim of Eternity because I got to finish that up. But definitely go over to Star Trek Continues and see about the downloads, because again, they got everything you need there to put together your own 4-disc set of all 11 episodes of Star Trek Continues, with the episode, blooper reels, artwork for the cases and the discs. They got zip files of all 11 scripts. They got poster art. It's the whole 9 yards. It's a thank you Christmas gift holiday gift for the fans. So yeah, check them out. And there's another lesson about this. It's like about being. You got to learn to stand up for your stuff. You know, and stand your ground when you're being stomped on. Because we've been kind of familiarizing ourselves with Title II of the Civil Rights Act, which covers the public accommodations, like, because we've heard the thing, oh, this is a private business. Like, no, it's not a private club. If you're serving the public, guess what? That means all the public, including those who don't have an actual address at their disposal, or those who are currently camping out in a vehicle somewhere, or eating. There's a lot of folks around here who don't even have that much. We're living a high life compared to some of the homeless folks out here. Mm-hmm. We've at least got a van to hole up in and keep the temperature hopefully above 30, by our own body heat. There's some folks out here that are camping out literally. There's one gal. There was a couple of guys, well, tried to set up a tent over by a power transformer next to the gas station. There was like 4 cop cars around there that ran them up, but they left the tent. So there's one guy we kind of prevented. But there's still a tent over there. Well, she grabbed it, so hopefully she's doing better now. But yeah, this is a growing problem. It definitely changes your perspective on things when you're in it. Because I heard a lot of people say, "Oh, aren't there programs you're going to tell you? And you can check out the charities and whatever." And
they're useless.
They're pretty much useless, yeah, because they're overloaded for one thing. There's just too many people out here that need these things, and they're not enough to go around.
Not to mention you gotta.
And also, again, because of that, they draw the lines here about who qualifies for it. So yeah, if I was an alcoholic, drug-using, wife-beating type, and Steph here was the abused, single mother, yeah, we'd slide right in. But just being down on your luck and not being able to get any traction, that's not enough. Okay. And to get this whole thing is why you got situations, like organizations like, Move Along Where, I think it's the name of it, because I was like, just move along where, dummy. The reason why you're here is because you got nowhere to go, okay? And I would not wish this situation on my worst enemy, I think, because it's just.
Although I would wish it on that manager over else.
Well, I wouldn't mind the threat of the the situation all around here, because they're going to wake the hell up and see what it's like. But no, this is not a good situation here. And I was reading an article, I think it's through the AP, asking out in California, do free meals and showers and bathrooms, brought up the enable homelessness. Not really. I mean, it does take care of some basic needs like hygiene and not starving on the street. Would you prefer that? Would you prefer that, critics, to see people not only on the street but starving because they can't get anything to eat? It's like, I guarantee you, no one is kicking back. Well, this ain't that bad. I gotta. No, anybody out there, they want a home. Okay, someplace to.
For the record, our cat is doing better.
Yeah, our cat is doing better right now than we are for the most part, okay? Mainly because he found the bag of food and starts to chow down on it, so So he's gonna be a bit of a hurting unit for the next couple of days till we can afford to buy more food. But,
That's why we're always asking for money.
Yeah, that's one reason.
Because $833 does not.
Yeah, $833, it sounds like a bunch, but it goes quick. Especially when you got, 2 storage units, we got the phone. We always got to keep that going.
And coming up,
And also car insurance. That's another $187 this time around. And unfortunately, because we got Progressive, the snapshot thing doesn't work too well on getting you a discount if the vehicle's not running, because there's no basis to do a discount on it. And as much as I'd like to, change the rates for Virginia, we're not in Virginia, so we really can't legitimately claim that yet. But yeah, that's it.
Not to mention we have repair costs coming.
Yeah, we got to fix the damn thing somehow. That might take a little more, if someone doesn't come to the rescue on that one. If our grand scheme of a franchise for doing computer apps doesn't quite work out, then we're back to doing it the hard way. Which I think the most we do is probably attack the radiator, get that out of the way. Because I know that's going to be the first question that goes in the garage. Your radiator screwed up? Yes, we know that, okay? So we can get that settled, and then get some fluid in there, at least in that way. It's like, okay, the obvious is done. Now, why doesn't it run? Now, I do have one possible threat. I'm not gonna say who it is, because he's a fairly prominent person in the community. And I don't want to be accused of doxing or shaming people, but he's a fairly proud person, and his big thing is homelessness. He used to work for the guy, so hopefully the word gets back to him, and because we ran into him. It's kind of a kind of a former co-worker, and hopefully it gets back to it'll touch it, or we might get a little early rescue on that one. But and again, it's like the franchise thing. It does sound positive because the financing people like the pitch, and again the underwriters generally go along with the financer. It's a matter of so it looks good on that front. No reason to be pessimistic. Hopefully, 2017 is doing its best to kick our ass all the way to the end. But hopefully we can get through this, and we will get out, and with your guys' help, we can at least, enter the new year in a little better position. And hopefully, like I said, it's $110 for new radiators. We can get that out of the way, and that's a few hours work. Hopefully, with not too bad of weather, We've had days of be up in the 60s, and days, and if it's no wind, then it doesn't look that hard to take one out and put the other one in.
Just for the record, guys, yes, I want to lose weight, but not this way.
Yeah, I've probably lost about 10 pounds or so.
I've lost way more than that, but
yeah, this is not good. Okay.
No, it's not.
So guys, PayPal, Patreon down below, and hopefully next year, which is in 3 days, we can get this crap underway. And if any of you have been on Facebook, and I think I've posted on this occasion too, like I said,
okay,
my little adopted kid sister out there in Virginia, she's trying her best to get stuff going here, but she's got her own problems too. She can only do so much right now.
And just for the record, there is one manager at McDonald's I will name because she has been so nice to us.
Yeah.
Her name is Aubrey.
Yeah. There's been a few over there that have been great.
I mean, Aubrey has been great. In fact, she's trying to help us with the.
Or at least keep the wolves at bay so they don't swoop in and say, "That's it, move your vehicle." It's like, well, we can't move it; it's dead.
Well, and she's been really great to us because she's been there.
Yeah, she's been homeless herself, so she knows what it's like.
So I just wanted to give a shout out to her.
And kudos to McDonald's in general, this McDonald's, because they have put up with us for being there. The van has been there since November, and before that we had we were in that Buick's, a few months before that. So so they have been very tolerant to the point. It's just been a couple of managers, and one of them, and again the one of them I think has finally learned to just back the hell off. But it's just this one jackass who I'm trying to deal with now by my own way. By sicking up a management on his sad sack ass. It's like, if you're gonna be a tough guy manager, you better start walking the part, or I will destroy you. hopefully 2018, we will be bringing this channel to the proper professionalism level that I want it to be. We're going to start doing some real videos and getting some model builds in there, and we can get the subscriber level up to the point where I can start doing, getting live, some super chats going, some sponsorship hopefully. And the way the scenario is looking most likely at this point is we get up to Virginia and probably going to be going down to Florida for a time. So we can all find a place down there around Orlando area so she can get back. She'll still be doing correspondence before she does her correction video. She will be technically doing the correspondence stuff, but she'll be within striking distance of the campus. So if she needs something done, she can go straight there and talk to the professor or get whatever doohickey they need, and we can all regroup and get rebuilt. And then I wouldn't mind staying in Florida. Steph's done the Florida thing, so she's done, so probably maybe, pick back up a little north. Or if this app thing really takes off, over to England. And they can really, restart and have some fun. But once again, PayPal, Patreon down below. I think let me put the Cafe Press link in there so you can buy some stuff. Get some merch. I got a whole line there. I'm really proud of the Starfleet Marine Corps thing, because it took a little research to get that worked out. And I like my Starfleet Marine Corps stuff a lot better than the stuff I've seen before. Because a little background on that, real quick. Most people, because I remember seeing Starfleet Marine Corps, and they would just replace, because you got the Marine Corps symbol, U.S. Marine Corps, with the globe and the anchor and the eagle on top, and they just replaced the eagle with a comm badge, and no, it doesn't look right. So I did think of replacing the Earth with the Starfleet symbol in the middle, and started doing that, and put that on Cafe Press. And the thing is, they have their own little bot that picks up on these things, or somebody picked, and apparently it was too close to the actual U.S. Marine Corps thing, which apparently is trademarked. They sell their own merchandise, so I had to work out a thing, because I wanted to keep the overall thing like that, but I guess the eagle was probably the hickey point there at that point, because I definitely want to keep the anchor and the Starfleet thing in the middle. And started thinking about, well, let's see. At that point, StarTrek.com been selling Starfleet Academy stuff, and the mascot they picked out was Zeke, the fighting Phoenix, and the argument was the fighting Phoenixes. So a Phoenix. It ties in with that, and then the Zephyr Cochrane thing, if it should be in the Phoenix. And found some good little, public domain clip art of a Phoenix rising from the ashes. Put that on top, sailed right through, and it looks great. I even put the Semper Fidelis back on top there, and I've gotten a whole bunch of stuff on there. So definitely check out that stuff there. But also other Star Trek stuff and other stuff in general. Not just Star Trek. I've got a little SNL stuff. I have a little bit of Man from Uncle stuff still hasn't been cited yet. But it's a very wide range of stuff on there.
Don't forget, I have some Star Trek stuff.
Well, yeah, and stuff that, a free Bejor. So I know I can throw a link in there. But yeah, check it out. That's another way to help, but that's, longer term. PayPal is immediate. Patreon, a little quicker, but in the Cafe Press, it helps eventually, because that hits around mid-month or so. And we'll check out you later.